Hey everyone, today I wanted to just give you a quick update on SyncMD. I'm officially releasing version 2.0. It should be on the App Store later today. What quickly began as just a simple way to sync your Git repos onto your iPhone to use it for Obsidian Sync has kind of expanded into a complete Git client and file editor, really an IDE on your iPhone. So let me show you how it works. Here we are looking at some of the repositories I have cloned. So in this case, I have my blog, as well as previously cloned repositories for quick clones in the future. I'm going to actually take you through the entire flow, though, and just show you how I now get my content onto my phone for Obsidian, as well as some other additional features. So just quickly, let's pick from GitHub, and I'm going to be using my LLM Wiki. So in this case, you can select your repo, configure branch, author, and then you can clone to. So the way I've been doing it is I've been cloning directly onto my file system's Obsidian. So if you click in a browse on my iPhone, and now look for Obsidian, here we go. So before I do this, I just want to show you what this looks like. Let's go into Obsidian. And you see here I have a couple vaults: voice notes, sleep, agent skills, blog, SyncMD, Codebonsky. So there's 6, right? So I just wanted to show you before. So here you see we have 6. We're going to say open. So this is now the location that we're going to be cloning to, and then add clone repository. And now you can see clone complete. And if we go back over to Obsidian, we have to close it. Let's reopen. There we go. Now we have LLM Wiki. So remember, that's the repo we just cloned in. So it's all on your file system here in your phone. And here we can see we have LLM Wiki, as well as the directory system, and everything comes with it. So now if we click into LLM Wiki, we can now navigate and view, logs, things of that nature. We can now work with it within Obsidian. Now let's go in and we can tap into LLM Wiki. And here you can see, by turning it into this Obsidian vault, it immediately actually gets a handful of changed files. These are all coming from Obsidian. You can even see .obsidian. They are untracked, but you can actually tap into one. And this will show you what is occurring in this file. So again, these all appear to be some metadata, probably regarding how Obsidian's working. You see some mobile drawer, basically mobile, workspace mobile, makes sense, right? Prior to pulling it onto this phone, this vault was only ever used on my computer. You can even discard or revert these changes. I'm not going to do this, but you can. You can even fetch remote if they become desynced. You can commit and push, or you can even browse. So this is one of the newer features I've just built, is you can actually completely browse files. So in this case, here's CloudMD. You can browse through, and you can even create files here. So let's just say a test.md, right? We can now see in Obsidian, this test file exists. Pretty cool, right? They're just totally in sync with one another. We can even tap into it and say, hello world. Tap save, and boom. If we go over, it's here. So now as you can see, we're building like a complete file editor. This was all requests from users. This isn't personally how I use it, but I do see the value in it, and I'm going to continue building and supporting these features. So please let me know if anything here is interesting to you. I'll continue. And so now we can see in our changed files, we have test.md. So what we can do to push this is then we click commit and push. And so this is fully featured git add, git commit, and git push, all within this app. You have to tap stage here. So I'm going to just stage all of my mobile changes, as well as test.md. We have another diff view here as well if you need it. We even have stashing, tags. You can even change your commit message. In this case, I just use the default, especially in this video case, right? So there we go. Push complete. You can now see we're completely up to date. So to verify that, we can look here in the LLM Wiki repository itself. And let's go ahead, you can click into commits, and you can see here, update from sync.md, which is the default commit message because I didn't type it. Here you can see we have all of our files, app.json, core plugin, and let's go all the way down to this testmd. Because it's Obsidian, because it's Git, I can now look at it. Here I am on the LLM Wiki vault on my computer, and I can actually just do a git. I don't actually have Git on this one yet, so let's just go ahead and community plugins and get it. So we'll install, enable, and now let's see, does this just work? So we'll go back command palette and do a git pull. Okay, so we have test here. Let's just go ahead and delete the exclamation point, and let's make this all caps actually. And then we'll do a git commit and sync just to push this up. Now let's go back to our phone. Okay, we're gonna go back to our phone here. Let's go ahead and click LLM Wiki. Unfortunately, I don't think we have the capability of like testing to see what's different. That is something on a work end. So as you can tell, I don't actually see the changes, that there are changes remotely, but we do know there are. So in this case, let's hit pull, applying remote updates. And as you can see, we pulled latest changes, fast forward. So let's go and check here in our mobile. And as you can see, we now have hello world in all caps. I will add that to the to-do. I haven't actually explored it, so TBD. Another thing you can do is you can also we can edit here in app, right? You can edit the file name, you can edit the file extension. So we could turn this into a TypeScript file, and we can even say, console.log hello world. And this actually will then provide syntax highlighting. We can save this, we can commit it, whatever you want. We could even delete the file. So again, we're working within a real file system, so I just kind of wanted to show you. Here we have test. Now in app, we can click delete, and now let's go into our files, and you can see it's gone. It's completely gone, just like a normal code editor. So we can see here it's deleted. We can commit and push that. We can also revert it. So now if we check our files, it's there again. It is a markdown file again because I don't believe we never actually committed it as a .ts file. So if we browse our files again, it's markdown, just like you would expect in a normal file system. So yeah, that's SyncMD 2.0. It's basically a complete Git client with IDE support. Let me know if you have feedback. You can click this button. It'll just pre-populate an email to me, as well as like your versioning and things of that nature. This has kind of been the primary way of receiving feedback, and users appear to be pretty happy with it. So let me know if you have any questions, if you have any bugs, issues you're running into, or any suggestions, feature requests that you may need. At this point, I can confidently say it's like a proper Git client, but who knows, there may be unique aspects of Git that I'm not familiar with that you are and you would like implemented. So email's open. Cool. Let me know what you think. I'm excited people are enjoying this, and I hope to continue providing that service.